Hey guys, so I think one of the most interesting things to see right now is everyone who has come out to support the completionist is now walking it back and doing so with the understanding that they are abandoning Gerard because they believe something is wrong. So we can read these tweets from Woodhawker. Woodhawker, I remember where he was on Aaron's channel. It used to be a much smaller channel. He used to be a guest on the Game Chasers, and he's been, I like him. I enjoy his content. I have nothing against Woodhawker, but he is walking it back. So previously, he had responded to Gerard the Completionist on December 9th. Hey everyone, I know you all have questions. I want to assure you all that the funds were raised together through IndieLand and the Open Hand Foundation are safe, accounted for, etc. So it's his response video. And then Woodhawker responded, what a surprise. Drama YouTubers just looking to make up drama. So obviously this is referencing that video, and that video is referencing Muda from Some Ordinary Gamers, and also Carl Jobs as drama YouTubers, which has a negative connotation. Since that time, he has apologized. He's responding to the comments, right? I don't know if this would be called apology, but I'll just read what he says. In total, since this all started, I have made one tweet about the Gerard situation, the one pictured below. It was a reply tweet to his first response post. It's outdated at this point and shouldn't be treated as my current opinion. It was badly worded, and I apologize for that. I want it to be positive support towards Jared, but rather it felt like a negative attack on others. Me spreading more negativity into this situation was a bad move. I did not mean to imply that everything that came to light was made up or fabricated drama. Gerard himself had already admitted to many of the accusations at the time. So I'll read the rest of the tweet. So that would be very blind of me. I wanted to believe there was good intentions. Since then, however, so much more has happened. Follow-up videos were made. The story is different. Gerard still has many questions to answer for, and as of yet hasn't. If my tweet had been worded to support Gerard, I would have left it up and bore the weight of my decision. But since it's a negative tweet that implies something I didn't and don't believe, I chose to delete it. And that is Woodhawker of BeatEmUp Games. He is not the only one. Continues, I waited to say anything else on the matter, assuming another response from Gerard was on the way. If he could answer the questions we all have, I didn't want to be the bad friend that gave up on him. And if he couldn't, I didn't want to defend the situation either. I'll just say that I'm hoping for the best, but like everyone else, I can obviously see that it doesn't look good. So in the comment sections, people have said, nice backpedal. Fortunately, people see right through your bullshit. And then Woodhawker said, people like yourself wanted me to say something about my tweet. There's other comments. So he's going back and forth on this particular post. And it's interesting to see this. Now, of course, he's not the only one. Another individual called Bob Wolf. He originally posted that Gerard is a good person who doesn't deserve the punishment he received for his mistakes. So again, the mistake part is a little, it's basically a lie. It's hard to make a mistake for 10 years and for you to call it a mistake. Bob Wolf says, I have deleted my initial tweet about Gerard. My opinion has changed. I wanted so badly to give him the benefit of the doubt. There are new questions being asked that could so easily be disproven if they weren't actually true. The silence speaks volume. So essentially what happened was there's no receipts. Receipts have been asked for and they have not been received. These receipts do not put the Open Hand Foundation in any jeopardy. These receipts do not, in my opinion, there basically should be relatively easy receipts to show, bank account statements, and so on. I do feel that a lot of the people who originally supported him, pro Jared, for instance, he was actually mentioned, and now his name is being dragged out again in a very, very negative light. So, obviously, Gerard is not a good friend. I think that's what happened, was the audio came out, and all his good friends, JonTron, Pro Jared, realized, oh, this guy is kind of a scumbag, isn't he? He's trying to use our names to shield himself from responsibility. So as more and more people backtrack, Pro Jared came out really positive, really supportive, and it's wild in my opinion that he ran him over. Gerard ran him over a bus, and you can't make this stuff up, right? So the amount of people supporting him had originally wanted him to be innocent, and you can kind of get it. You can kind of understand why they would support him. He's their friend. He's treated them really nice. But there's another situation that I covered, and the guy is sitting in jail right now awaiting trial, and his friends supported him. He gave them free watches, free Corvettes, free cars. It's easy to support someone when they are beneficial to you, either financially or via subscribers or collabs. It is far more difficult, in my opinion, to support somebody who then you would say, okay, this guy is to examine the facts and just have it be facts, right? And that's what's happening here. I think a lot of the situation where Woodhawker and these other people, Pro Jared, they didn't realize who he was until they listened to the audio. And the audio, obviously, he's trying to save his own ass, being very manipulative, and even using Pro Jared, who came out very supportive of his friend. They couldn't take it no more, and they were off the bandwagon, because if it's one of these things like, you can't help me anymore, you're not beneficial to me anymore, you are actually a detriment to my YouTube career, they will get dropped. They will get dropped. And this is something that happens to every YouTuber and every converser. If you are no longer beneficial to an individual on YouTube, you can't do collabs, your reputation is in ruins. See how fast they drop you. See how fast, if you cost them money, if you cost them subscribers, if you cost them views, or maybe you're just kind of a headache to deal with right now, then you will be dropped. And there are no exceptions to this. There's no true friendships. There's no, hey, you guys, right, are real friends, and we're going to make sure that I stick it out with you. And you saw that with Pro Jared, you saw that with JonTron, you saw that with a lot of individuals, and now you're seeing this exactly with the Completionist. They are in a clique, and they only help each other. When they can be beneficial to each other, they will help each other. As soon as you no longer, even if you're a detriment, as soon as you no longer give them good likes, give good collabs, you're done. So the circle, I'm not really in the video game circle, but I know Woodhawker particularly well. He used to go on this other channel, like the Wizarding King or something like that, the Gaming Wizard. And he was a nice guy. He obviously was in Game Chasers and so on, and they have their own little issues, in my personal opinion. I no longer watch them, but they were a very fun channel when I did watch them. Just know that individuals will always be attracted to other individuals that are in a similar circle, and they will always be attracted to subscribers and views and so on. And as soon as you cannot provide that to them, you see their true nature, right? And his friends are now backtracking or backpedaling. His friends no longer want anything to do with him. These were not real friends to begin with, let's be honest. These were people who they worked together. These are it's kind of like these are your work colleagues almost. You actually, it's like a work colleague you don't actually like, but you have to work with. and as soon as they do something bad, right? Boom, you're out, right? No more sushi after work anymore. You don't have to play that game anymore. I do think that initially their intention was good, but if his supporters don't, if his most ardent supporters have now abandoned him, what does that say about how strong his case is? You can make the argument that he doesn't have a case, and the reason he's being abandoned is he has not made any progress towards proving his innocence, even though more evidence has now come out that he may very well be guilty of charity fraud and potentially tax evasion. They kind of go hand in hand at this point in time. Anyway, we will cover this guy even if there are no viewers. As people know in my other channel, we covered Anthony Farrar for 2.5 years, and we're not going to stop just because some people believe he's innocent. We're going to dig, and we're going to dig, and we're going to dig, because that's what the channel's, that's what my hobby is. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. We'll probably take off a little bit during Christmas time. We'll see how I feel. Anyway, bye guys.